And if you didn't catch it, I am joined by Team Havoc Captain Crispy. Now, Crispy, after your match today, it is 2-2 in your series.
It is. We
Big
are
game two tonight. It's a chance engagement. Could not be set up any more dramatic for stream.
exactly, and it's the hopes and dreams of Havoc have been placed upon the shoulders of our first round pick, JJ. So we are psych. We are completely psyched out of our mind for psych, and we know
Oh,
that
yeah.
he's going to kill it
See
tonight.
what you did there. I mean,
Uh
I was
huh.
planning on doing that, but you know what? You're fine. You go ahead. You know,
Thank you.
we'll
Thank
save
you.
it for you. Yeah. This right now, though, is Fox versus NJO. This series is not 2-2. It is, in fact, 1-1. So we'll get a better sense of where it's going tonight. One team, if they sweep the two games in this series happening, game one and game three, could walk away with the victory tonight. But Crispy, as you know, in this league with only 4 teams and 6 weeks, we're going to have a lot of overlapping records. Games and points are actually going to matter, and we're very close between all 4 teams in all of these.
Yep. Going into week 6, I believe there were 3 teams that were 3-2.
Yep.
The top 2 were separated by a single game one, and the second and third were separated by points.
Yeah,
So
that's
very tight
absolutely correct.
overall. And it's going to basically come down to every single detail for this last week to determine who ends up on top.
And even like so, the highest scoring teams actually have the same amount of points, and the lowest scoring team is 26 points off that mark. But if you actually do that over the course of a game, that's zero.6 points a game.
Yeah. That is crazy, crazy, crazy.
It's been super fascinating how this has all worked out, and I'm honestly very happy with it. Nick, 312 Squadron, thanks so much for coming, Nick. Hope you're having a good day. If you guys haven't, give 312 Squadron a follow. Quality X-Wing content, and for my money, the best looking live broadcast you ever did see. Now, Crispy, I'm into my second twisted tea here. You're not allowed to drink. What are you sipping on?
I got a bottle of Coke to my right now.
Yep.
Good old fashioned Coke.
And of course, Crispy respects the law and would never. I've been really
You're absolutely right, Greg. I respect the law so much. I
respects the
like
law. He's a proud Floridian who just
I am a
loves
proud
following the
Floridian.
law.
I love the law. I love and you know what? I love the law so much. I I I want to invite my friends to follow these laws as well. So this is why I brought all my friends onto my Team Havoc, and
Mm-hmm.
then we're gonna follow the rules together.
Prohibition. A prohibition has
Yeah.
been announced for Team Havoc entering the playoff week.
Listen,
Crispy will
we have to
not
keep
have
our
any of this.
we have to keep our minds sharp. All right, we can't have us, pounding shots in between our games. We need to stay focused.
When is your birthday?
October 10th.
Oh, Desi,
Yeah.
that's a yes. So Crispy, if you
Hmm.
can get Scott to pay you to come to Buffalo, I think Desi and I will likely buy you a beer or
Oh,
another
that
drink
is
of your
wonderful.
choice. You
Yes.
don't have to like beer, trust me. Struggled a long time pretending that I liked beer to fit in. Just don't do it. Just drink whatever the fuck you want. It doesn't matter. No one cares.
I mean, I, as a proud, law-respecting Floridian, have never tasted beer
Right, you
before.
wouldn't know.
So,
You wouldn't
yeah,
know. But trust me, it tastes
I
like
would
ass.
absolutely not know.
Right. I get that. That's I get yeah. Obviously understood.
Yeah.
Do you know offhand what Knack does? I don't know what Knack does. And the
Knack has
Z.
a really silly ability. I think Knack passes off talents to limited ships. Sorry, non-limited ships. So you pass Knack's talents after he dies. I can actually just read the card.
After you are destroyed, you may choose a friendly non-limited ship at range 0 to 2 and assign one of your talent slots to it. Well,
There.
there's no generics on. That's a terrible ability for 2.6.
Yeah. I mean, I guess there's Hound. Sorry, not Warthog is the other Z95 pilot that keeps
Yeah.
those pilots alive. However, for the current loadout value that generics have, it is not worth it at all to invest any points into generics.
Absolutely not. And I think Desi probably has it. His ability is being an I5Z.
Yep.
Because Pim's running an all I5 list, except of course for Hound in the I2. This is the Ayla Barrage Rocket synchronized console variant of Hound. I am a huge fan of this variant. I don't think it is absolutely necessary to run 7th Fleet Gunner all the time on your lats. I got that makes them a really nice support piece, but hey, barrage rockets, lats can do damage, and fire convergence works on those.
Exactly. I mean, we had a game the other night with a certain Republic list that had 7 Fleet Gunner on a lat, and that 7 Fleet fired off, I believe, once the whole game, maybe twice.
Yeah,
So
I,
it
I
was not worth
still
it.
question. I still question whether or not the one extra die. Oh no! Gets burned. Will it cost double? Yes, that's shields down. I question that move, is what I was going to say. But I question whether or not that 7th Fleet Gunner is actually better
See, look
than
at this.
just shooting.
I mean, now you have. I mean, now you take the 7 Fleet Gunner because
Yeah, well,
obviously,
yeah, because they can't shoot. But
all right, this is what happens when you drink, have sex, and rent cars. All right, you hit rocks with your lats. All right, that is something that I do none of those. Therefore, I don't hit rocks.
yeah, that's a great point. Crispy brings up a great point. Kids, do not have sex, do not drink, and I don't know what the other thing he says.
Do not rent cars.
Don't rent
Three
cars.
things. Three things I cannot do.
You know, I've actually never rented a car.
Really?
38 years old, never rented a car.
Oh, you should do it just for fun.
I don't wanna.
That's
Sometimes
fair.
when you go on road trips, people are like, "Oh, you should rent a car," and I'm just kind of like, um, okay, well, fuck us, I guess. Another asteroid here, and another double damage. So I guess that evens out in the scheme of things.
Yep.
It is an asteroid. These
It's
pride rocks
just
are
rock.
very cool, and I like the theme, and I support it. But goddamn, does it make it hard to see?
Yep. I get that sentiment.
Let's see if we get the old boost into a target lock. We sure do with Contrail. Besh is super good at making these consistent 2 dice hits. What I was saying before is, I mean, I would probably need the math done right on it, but
Mhm.
is the 1 die extra you would get from 7th Fleet Gunner better than your 2 die primary? Because you'd have to add more defensive dice into the scenario. You know what I mean? Because like
Yeah.
it's not, say, instead of like four dice, it'd be 5 on like a 3 attack ship and the lat. So you would get 4 total instead of 5. But
Yeah.
they would also get double because they would get to roll.
Yeah, I mean, it's the die being here versus the die being somewhere else, which is really the whole thing. I do love the purple. It's the focus into purple coordinate, I believe, is what it
Yeah,
gives.
Ayla is so
Yep.
good.
No, I do love where if you go Barrage Rockets, you can take Ayla, and that combination works well because not only do you hit harder, you then have that coordinate available, which is something that the 7th Fleet Lat generally doesn't have.
Contrail did not spend the lock, and I think that was purposeful so that he could use target synchronizer and send
Yep.
that over to Oddball, who has the plasma torpedo. And there's the natties. I'm gonna close bet on that because that's gonna be at least 2 shields.
Oh,
And it's
that's
going to
gonna
be
be
a
a lot
whole
more.
lot more. So Shaza loses a shield, 1, 2, and a crit underneath.
So the crit result gets canceled by shields.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Yes, because of plasma.
And that is going to be a transfer there. And this is Knack with the concussion missile. Gonna stay it.
Oh,
Or no, 3 hits. It was
this
obstructed,
is
so the
gone.
extra. So that card is gonna get revealed.
Oh no, it looks like it's going. Oh, it's a
Stunned
stunned
pilot.
pilot.
And then hit crit, I believe, goes through.
Just 2 hits. So
Was it
wow.
not a crit?
No, it was
crit
just
there.
hit.
All right, well,
Yep.
I'm dumb.
So
I've been drinking. It's fine.
big opening salvo here for the Republic, bringing that front Y-wing Shasta all the way down to 1 hull.
Oh, yeah, and Jarek needs his card.
Yes.
But that's a huge opening salvo right there from him. His list working to perfection so far. That's exactly what he wants to do.
Yep. And we
Plasma's such a good upgrade against these Y-Wings, too.
Oh, yeah, because you know you're pushing that extra damage through, and it hits just as hard as proton torpedoes.
Absolutely. With the exception of the crit. But you know what? That's a trade you're probably willing to make.
Yep. And it looks like the damage card on Jarek that he started with does get exposed here thanks to the concussion missile. So it is a face-up damage sensor array on Jarek.
Ooh, that is tough. That's a good catch by whoever caught it. 2 hits, though. Jarek into the old Contrail, who takes a shield. We've got some damage early. This is not like a let's settle in type match.
They are rearing and ready to go, all guns blazing.
And it looks like this is going to be obstructed range 3 into Contrail as well for just 1. Oh, that was real dramatic. That'd be a shitty way to lose points, eh? And here is Benteen with the primary shot into the lat, spending the focus. The lat finds 1, but the lat takes 2 into the hull. The lat's already down to 6. They are not wasting time. I hope game 2 is ready. We are going to count up objectives, I believe. It's going to be 1, 2, 3 to 1, I think.
I believe so. Looks like that one in the top left goes unclaimed. And the resistance takes the 3 closer towards the bottom. Actually, no. Finn's not closer to that bottom one. It appears to be 2 to 1.
1, 2.
So 2 to 1
Oh, that
for
top left.
the
Okay,
resistance.
no top left.
Yep.
Okay, I took that for granted. I thought that was for sure in. I love it when games start off spicy.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see if it settles. I mean, this is a straight joust, right? They're literally
Oh,
lying.
absolutely.
You know, when 2 people joust, 1 or more are wrong. But I can't say it's not enjoyable.
That is how the saying goes.
Once these Y-Wings start closing the gap, their ion cannons will become more impactful. This first engagement is not ideal for Brendo's list. And I don't know if he'll be able to get out of it alive with Shaza. But
yeah, I mean, I think Shaza just has to run in, try to get a block. It doesn't appear. Yeah, so Oddball does not have any bombs. There are proximity mines on Contrail. So you can probably try to jam Shasa right in the face of Oddball and Knack and hope that they fly past, or at the very least, only bump and then get the range 0 shots instead of some modified shots into Shasa.
Yeah, I don't think Oddball is going very fast. I think perhaps Oddball is going to one hard and try to get that second plasma off
Mm-hmm.
onto Finn. Because getting that shield and then anything you hit straight into Hull, and Finn is notorious for, being hard to kill.
Well, Notorious is on Jarek.
Okay, I knew that was going to happen. I knew it as soon as I said it. All right, let's check our test cams. Ooh, what's that happening? What the fuck is that on the test cam? Single click to select the language. English, please. No. No, no, no,
Uh-oh.
no. Long click. Why are you doing this? All right, Crispy, take over for a second.
Yes, sir. All right. Looks like we've got Pim on the right with first player. Hound moving straight forward, doing the focus and coordinate. Getting off that rock, hopefully getting those barrage rockets active. Gonna be giving a focus over to Rick all the way up on top. In come, so we have Kai in the Y-Wing. Do the maneuver over Wilsa, will get an evade. Looks like will be a lock calculate. Seems to be going all in on Hound this turn with those Ys. Finn, classic, one speed maneuver, double focus, get ready for anything coming up.
Got it working. Let's go.
Ow.
I'm testing having two wireless HDMI transmitters, like one for the thing, one for the dice cam in real life. That's what we're
Got it.
testing tonight. So if I check these cameras fairly often, that's what's happening there. I think the restarting of the computers had a little bit to do with that. Thanks, Psych.
Yep.
The lights in that room don't work, so I'm never in there. So this is turn 3. Looks like Rick, all the 5s have yet to go. So this is still...
Yep. Shasa just banked up and locked Oddball, got to calculate, and Wilsa moved with a boost calculate. Looks like trying to box out Rick. Rick does not fall for it and will simply go a zooming by.
Rick's going to take a lock and not boost? Interesting.
Or he's just going to sit and take a range 1 shot. Yeah,
it's a
Rick
lock
will
with plasma
sit and take a range 1
bend.
shot.
I think he's got the lock in the bend, so I think that's what's happening here. Oh, where's Oddball going to go? Okay. Tactical bump?
No, it would attempt to bump into Shasa.
Only enemies. He gets the thing, and that's going to be a lock.
Oh, that's spicy.
Oh, that is spicy as fuck.
That's hot.
You love to see that.
Boost red lock here from Contrail.
Jaeger will go ahead, take the red focus. All right, let's see what these 5s can do damage-wise.
Greg, keep this up. I'm going to step out for just a second.
Yep. Contrail first shot. No munitions on Contrail, so just going to go ahead and lay down the 2 dicer. You could bash for that extra hit or targeting Synchronize. And he will targeting Synchronize. He's going to pass that over to Knack. Oddball will take the shot, and this is going to be for the kill. 3v1 primary. And that is a kill. Doesn't need to spend anything. Spend the lock for funsies. That's a dead Shaza. 3 big points. Go to the NJO. Shaza's ability should kick in here. Rick, Plasma Torpedo. This is going to go into Benteen. Rick will spend the focus. So Benteen loses the shield and then takes 3 hits. Benteen is 1 into the hull. Knack. This is going to be a torpedo, or sorry, a concussion missile. So Benteen's going to have to reveal. Oh, it's a direct! But it does save from a different direct. A blinded. Oh my gosh, this is such a terrible. Benteen's taken 5. Has a blinded pilot. A wounded pilot. And a damaged engine. That's a terrible series of crits. Jaeger gonna go into oddball, it looks like. For a crit. Oddball will evade. And this is going to be, I do believe, a ion shot into Rick. That's a good one. And Rick will spend the evade for some reason. No, he won't. He won't. That is a shield on Rick and an ion, so Rick is ionized. Ben into the lat. Only for 1, can't modify. The lat evades the tyranny of 1 agility. And Ben will assign rattled. It's not. The lat now, I imagine this is going to be a barrage rocket into the bomber. Remember, fire convergence can happen on this barrage rocket shot. Here's the reroll. Hit, crit going in. There's the evade. And that second crit is a disabled power regulator. That won't start kicking in until next turn. The Y wing, range 1 into the lap. That's a big swing. 3 hits. Lap, take 3. Hound's down to 3. And last but not least is Finn with literally everything. Gonna go ahead, take the swing into the lap. Rolled too many. And we'll add the eyeball, spend a focus for 3. The lap needs to see a squiggle or is dead. 1 squiggle, lat will live for 1 more turn. Is 1 point. I think there's only 1 point awarded there. Ben team doubling up on the points for the center. Captures that one. 4-3 is our score after round 3. But that was still a huge round for Pim. Team NJO. One of the teams currently at 3-2, trying to secure at least a first round home field advantage. I believe they're currently in first, so they're trying to hold that lead, hold that line. Yeah, this game is absolutely a bloodbath. Ben dying this turn is almost a guarantee, says Seth. I would like to think that Hound dying this turn is also almost guaranteed. But I've watched enough to know that nothing in X-Wing is guaranteed. That's 7. They have 9. Yeah, so 2 is right. But, I mean, look at all those crits on Ben. That's just a shit ton of crits. Good attempt, Tanner, but I was on top of it today. Can't blame you for trying, though. That is something that I would do, is just leave that available. Is this second game? This is game number 1. Game number 1. This is between Team Fox and Team NJO. Tied at 1 is their series. And this is trending towards an NJO 2-1 victory. But we will see.
I have returned.
Okay, to catch you up. Ben Teen is on fire. Down to
Ooh.
2. The
Oh
Lat
boy.
is on fire. Down to 1. Rick is ionized, but only 1 shield down. And it's about where we are. Only 1 objective point scored that turn. That middle being claimed by Ben and Finn outscores the oddball and Knack.
Got it.
And here's the thing. If you can survive 1 more turn, if you're Brendo, and you can survive 1 more turn, that's the end of munitions, right?
Pretty much.
It's just surviving that 1 more turn with any offensive players left.
Yep. I mean, it looks like a lot of... So, Shasa died. Will says taking a beating. And, I mean, you've got Kai out there who's still pretty healthy, but otherwise...
No, I think Wilson's fully healthy. I see what you're saying though, because he has a dial over it, but that's Shaza's card. So that the Wilson dial's over. Oh no, Wilson. No, that's Ben.
No, Will says down 2 shields. The green Y is down 2 shields.
I don't even have a green Y.
You not have 6 ships on Brendo's list?
No, I have 6 ships, but he told me that he told me beforehand what he was coloring them, and then he lied to me.
Huh. Interesting.
Does Contrail drop? I don't think so.
No, I think you wait, hold that.
Although,
Not like you have a. It's not like you have a
Jarek,
boost or anything.
Jarek doesn't have R4, so his blues are limited.
Yep.
Maybe you do. You have 2 of them. This is going to be a proton bomb from Kai. That seems to have endangered Bentine.
What's Brendo gonna do? Pull a direct hit? Nah.
And that is a bomblet from Bentine. Yeah, bomblet.
Yep. And a
another
bomblet from Wilsa.
Bomblets
Trying
are
to make
neat.
that a. Yeah, trying to make that a very dangerous zone for Rick this turn.
Well, Rick is ionized, so unless Rick turned away. And there is the move from Hound. Focus, coordinate. I think Knack is the only one who can really be coordinated to here.
Yep.
You could coordinate the focus to Rick, but I don't know why. I do really like bomb mechanics. I think they can be very game-changing.
Mm-hmm. Especially, well, if you do it right, or you could just bomb yourself.
So Knack gonna move his lock into Finn. Speaking of, Finn, going to go ahead. I thought that might have been a moment for a one of the rarely seen pod jams.
No, I mean Finn just entirely relies on his focus for to do damage because he's got his ability and he's got Perceptive Copilot. He basically goes all in on rolling max hits every turn, and he needs those focuses to do that.
So this is an all-in turn on Rick.
Yep.
Like, I don't think Ben. I think Ben does not live.
Yeah, Ben does not live. However, Rick may not live.
Yeah. This is gonna be spicy as fuck. I love it. There's the focus from Oddball. Knack. 1 forward bump. I think you do take it, right? Like, Hound's not going to be there next turn, but he's not going to. And I think for Contrail, you probably just stay put. You don't want to boost. That was a good area denial.
Good barrel roll. Yep, and exactly. Barrel roll, try to catch Jarek with that proxy mine, because Jarek still has that damage sensor ray flipped up.
Indeed.
Oh, and there it is. Oof. We are going to see a proxy mine dropped next turn.
Let's just get spicier and spicier. This is a joust of all jousts. All right. So here is the bomblet. This is for Rick. 2 hits. You don't get crits. Reminder, you don't get crits. Yep. But that 2 hits.
That will let the proton bomb do the crit underneath the shield.
Sure will. Never punish for your own bomb on red. And Bentine, never punish. It's the perfect bomblet. Rick, a disabled power regulator, is going to be ioned again.
Oh my goodness. Excellent, excellent bombing here from Brendan.
Bentine.
Did Ben take the crit from the proton bomb?
I don't.
Yep, they're drawing it now. It is hold
Hull
breach.
breach, the blankest of the blanks. But too bad, that's enough to get the kill. Nope.
What? Should be. That's one shy though, right? I'm seeing 8 cards.
No, that should be 9.
Am I blind? There's 8 damage cards on Ben.
I also see 8, but I'm pretty sure they should have 9 because my overlay had it on 1.
Oh, all right. Yeah, I thought he had 2, and the bomblet did 0 damage to him. Interesting. We will solve this controversy later. Although I think we can assume that Rick would finish off Ben with a shot.
Rick probably should have also got the focus. Gonna change it up and go ahead and go into Jaeger here, knowing that that proxy next turn might do the work. Jaeger will take 1. So Jaeger down to 4. Contrail does have the range 3 into Kai. For 1. Kai. Natty evades. Let's go. Jaeger. You take this into Hound, right? It's your only shot into Hound. You take it into Hound to get Hound off the board.
Yeah, I mean, Hound is
Jaeger
at 1.
needs to see some hits here. Oh, only 1, so it's not guaranteed. If it's paint, it is. Hound will have to spend to live, and Hound's going to survive this round. That is tragic.
That is a huge, huge advantage for Finn here.
Cannon into Rick Ale. Oh, it's so bad, but he has target locks.
And he has
that's much better.
All right.
Rick's just never going to be an IS. Oh, two things. So Rick is dead?
I believe so. That is a Rick off the board. Yep. So Jaeger did get Hound to spend the focus token. Otherwise, this would be a barrage rocket coming his way.
Indeed. Now, Hound does have the range 1 primary into either Finn or Kai. Finn would be super hard to hit. No dice.
Yeah,
no
you don't hit Finn, and Kai is still at full health. I think you just got to roll 2 naked dice to Jarek and see if you get anything through him. And it appears that's what's going to happen.
Oh, you know what? I think it's 2 dice into... No. Yeah, 2 dice into Jaeger.
Oh, there he goes.
Oh my gosh.
That's what happens. Heroic. No help at all. Hit and crit. Look at the lat. Does not even need the barrage rockets to do damage. Just oops, all natties.
A loose stable. I mean, he's not living, so.
Yep. That is the proxy mine doing 1 damage plus 2 dice, so that is a 75% chance that Jaeger just dies.
We do have a notorious card.
Yep, we'll strain Hound. However, I would be surprised if Hound doesn't just 1 straight.
So 10-8 is the score. Do you see a path from Brendo here?
So first off, Hound has to go off the board now. Hound needed to be off the board last turn.
Right.
Jarek dies. Well, the thing about Eager is that he's only 3 points. You're not giving up a lot here.
No. You're giving up a
However,
Hound's worth of points.
yep.
You'll be down 13-8, Hound's worth 5. So you can even the score if you don't lose anything else.
I think from there you have to chase down a target. I mean, they're all relatively healthy. Contrail's the only one that's down anything. If those Y-Wings could catch Knack, I mean, Knack is moving last. However, those Y-Wings with those ion cannons could easily hit a 2 agility ship, ionize it, kill it, and in the meantime, assuming you take Hound off the board, it will be a 3v3, the 2 Ys and Finn versus the 3 I5s on the Republic side. So you can relatively contend well for the objectives.
Now, let me ask you, do you split your Y-Wings up or do you send them in the same direction?
I think you have to send them in the same direction. You need to jump on one target together and quickly take it out.
And a proton bomb being dropped by Kai. That's the second proton bomb. Wouldn't hate these Y-Wings just getting an objective and reloading. There's the 1 damage and the 2nd damage. That is a dead Jaeger. I will remember you, Jarek.
All right, so here's a rules question that I want your opinion on. Not sure if this is correct. So for Ion...
Oh, wait, Hound could die to this roll. If you're bumping a friendly, never punish.
No.
Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yep. Looks like Will died to the proton bomb though. So,
Yeah.
Ion, you still dial. You make a move on your dial, and then you make the Ion maneuver based on that. Rick says, while you reveal, like it specifically implies your revealed maneuver. So if Rick dials in a faster maneuver on his Ion, but still does the Ion maneuver, does he get his extra die? Because it's asking about the reveal maneuver, not the one you actually execute.
I think the answer is yes, right? Like as written.
Actually, it's in the Ion section. Ships. Oh, it's in the small text. Ships cannot use abilities that trigger from an ionized ship revealing its style. So it is not a. It is not.
Why'd you ask me if you knew the answer?
I didn't know the answer. I just kept reading. So apparently flipping your dial face up is different than revealing your dial. For reasons?
Both Contrail and Knack took shields from bumps here. And there is the bomb that sends Hound off the board. You know, I always think games are like close to being over, and then all of a sudden the points are even, and it's like, I don't know, without Hound on the board, this seems more doable. 2 hits there, natties from Contrail into Finn.
Doesn't have much to protect him. Ooh, that will sting.
That's a blank for no reason at all. No range there. Finn is the only shot. Take that range 1 into...
I think you gotta go. Yeah, I think you gotta go Knack here. 3v2. You have Predator plus your ability, so you can, if you roll really well, you can simply add. Oh, never mind.
So 2 hits though. That could do it. It won't, but it could have. Knack down to 1.
Yep, and you have an angry Wilsa on her way in. Could be the final blow on Knack. 2 points apiece. for objectives, and it is a tie game.
15-15, and all of a sudden it's becoming a little more clear the path to victory for the Resistance. I literally didn't see it a turn ago, but I feel like I can see it now.
Yeah, I mean, you got to take Hound off the board. You did that with the bombs, and then you got to pick one target. I suggested Knack, and guess what? Knack is down to 2 health.
Yep, I do think Finn is probably caught without a shot this turn. Because if
Most likely.
I'm Contrail, I'm going left, right? Although, does Knack
If I'm
left move?
if I'm Contrail, I'm booking it out of here. Got to go fast.
For some reason I didn't take the other shield on Knack. Knack's down to 1.
Knack does not have any damage cards. Knack is down, just out of shields.
Didn't Knack just take a damage?
Yes, he had a shield.
Why though? Why?
Because the only damage Knack took was from the bump.
I like the drama.
Yeah, I know, but sometimes you gotta reel it back in. Like Benteen dying and being removed from the board with 1 hull remaining.
I honestly think that a card got deleted. I think because I was also under the impression that Ben had 1 health left, and I had just counted before that, and I had counted 8. So I think probably deleting stuff a card was selected and got erased.
When I jumped back in, you said that Ben was down to 2, right?
No.
When I jumped back, you sure?
No.
Because Ben didn't. The only damage Ben took after that was the proton bomb. Since I jumped back.
I'm not sure of anything.
Who knows what's real?
I mean, they took it off. You should know your own cards. Don't rely on me. I'm clearly not good at this. Pim has had initiative for every round except for round 1. I mean, not a ton of overlap, especially anymore. But you have to rotate your arc here.
I almost boost calc.
Yeah, boost calc, I think. Gonna target
lock. Lock calc. Okay.
Keeps her too hard open next turn, I guess.
I still think you could too hard if you boost.
Red does have a targeting computer, so that is fine. Now, do you boost Wilsa to jam that up, or do you give the wider arc? This looks like a target lock.
Yep.
The wide arc it is. Two bank here. And just to focus, and let's face off. Contrail, the 1 hard. Hey.
Ooh, Contrail. Contrail still in the arc of Finn.
Yeah, Contrail could probably boost right, but it's not going to. This is a banger for Finn. Oddball.
Oh.
Does Oddball have R4? Sure does.
No. He does, yes.
And gonna go, and is that a bullseye? No! So close yet so far.
That's sad.
Okie doke. The 5 shoot first. Can you clear Wilsa off before Wilsa gets the banger on Knack?
Yeah, Wilson's got 5 health. It is doable.
1 hit. 1 evade. Contrail. And if Contrail doesn't die, that's a prox mine into Finn.
Yeah.
Contrail, 1 crit. 1 in, last shield.
So unlikely that Knack will do 4 damage here. Does have marksmanship, so there is the chance for the direct hit or the crit chain.
Oh, do you spend that? The answer is yes.
That's bold. Spends the calc. Only takes the crit.
So 1 crit into Wilsa. Conserving damage is important here. And that is a fuel leak. That's a big crit.
Yep. Back into Knack.
Need it. Need it.
Oh.
Natty's hits! At least one's going in. 2 go in. That's a dead Knack. Knick-knack, paddywhack. I'm sorry I doubted you, Brendo. The way's clear now to me.
Oh, could finish it right here.
For the win. Finn dog. That's it. Oh, unless all paint. It's not all paint. That's 20 points. Brendan, out of nowhere, I consider this a comeback for how bad it looked. Contrail is dead. That is 2 extra points. I've got 21. He has 23.
Well, the 23 comes from the center objective and the top right objective.
Right, but I added those.
Yeah.
Everything's... I'm just going to go by what they have and trust them on this. So I consider that a really good, nice win for Brendo there.
That is impressive. Pim, once again, he's going to go back to his room and say, you know, how well he bust. But you know, good showing on both sides.
He had such a strong start.
Yeah, it was really Rick dying immediately.
Yeah.
Getting
at no point in this game did I feel
bomblet.
like it was like out of Pim's hands. But hey, that's really a nice job of. I think both players flew really well, for being honest with each other here.
Yep.
And we should always
fantastic game.
Great job. All right, Me6 chatting. Come on, one time. Let's do it myself.